Ground Delta 2248 at Hotel 4 ready taxi.
Delta 2248, runway 35 left. Taxi via Hotel 4, Golf, Hotel 10.
Hotel 4, Golf, Hotel 10, runway 35 left Delta 2248.
Delta 2248, contact tower 118.45, good night.
Tower 118.45.
What's up, everybody? Oh yeah, we Nick streaming tonight. Flying out of Orlando on our way to Cincinnati, Ohio. How's everybody doing tonight? Got my volumes a little messy here. Yes, sir. How's everybody's Friday? Virtual Orlando, Florida. There's an active airport at Orlando, so we took it. About to get to our cruising altitude, so hang tight, we'll get started. Fantastic. Looking great. The virtual skies at night do look bright and full of delight. I don't know how the expression goes. Texan expression, I believe. Nice, nice. Welcome, welcome, welcome. How you doing? Yes. Very cool. Good afternoon, Nickers and Nickerettes. We are riding aboard Nick Stream. This is your captain speaking, the anchor baby. Welcome to the Friday edition. Friday Nick Stream. Nice. Let me turn that down a little bit. Nice. Hey, welcome, mildly attractive Snake Pit security guard, Emperor of Cats, 𝒏𝒊𝒂𝒎. What's up, girl? You working? Nick, will I ever get to read Jesse my towel passage? What's up, Zenny? Steve. Justin, Point Fire, Ryan. What is up, everybody? Federal, that's a new name. Rob. Welcome, welcome. Very cool. Like I said, we're flying out of Orlando, Florida. We like flying out of this airport. Flying the good old Cessna 700. Flying out of Orlando, going to Cincinnati. Should be a nice, easy flight all the way through. Great weather. And we have some in-flight entertainment. The home. Ladies are crazy. Canada is killing off everybody. Or killing off their mentally ill. New Twitter files dropped. Musk madness. And riot football madness. And racial purity in South America. Wait a second. There's a lot on the docket tonight. Got plenty to get through. But first we got to get up to our cruising altitude. Should be there in a moment here. Welcome everybody. Where's the green screen? Not quite there yet. Not quite there yet, Rob Nunn. But kick back, relax, and thank you for flying Nick Stream. Sion and our lovely flight attendants will be coming down shortly to, serve you your complimentary drinkies and snackies. Of course, you're well aware that first class gets unlimited. But everyone is entitled to a good show on Nick Stream, whether you're in the front or the back. What's up, Steve C? Welcome. No, our cruising altitude will be 43,000. Uh-oh, did I put 42,000? That's not a nice number. People think that when we get to 42,000 feet, that suddenly you're in a smoking plane. That's just not right. Right on. What's up, Single Shot? That's our good friend who calls the show. I don't know if you want me to say your name. Canada Delusion. Yeah. You know what I'm talking about, Point Fire. And so, like I said, plenty to get into. And since we are up on our cruising altitude, I must say that the seatbelt sign is now off. And of course, you know what that means. You can call in 760-515-3855. You can call in, enjoy the next stream, or call in and talk about what you'd like. What's up, Jordan? Says what's good. Welcome. Thank you for joining Nick's stream. Like I said, we got plenty of show to get through, so I'm gonna get right into it right away because I have an actual show for you all. I have like an actual show. It won't be. It's maybe some loose, maybe some goose, but really, you know, I got prepared a little bit. Unlike last Friday. Unlike last Friday, where it was the ramble stream. It still might be, so get ready. I'm just saying. It's a little bit more prepared. Okay, let me turn down the plane sound so you can at least calm down in the cabin, right? We can't. Everyone's trying to relax on this flight. Hey, Nick's dream, right on. And I think I saw Noah's Arkansas. Is that the one and only Noah's Arkansas in chat? And the one that's very cool. Welcome. Flat Sabbath, and anyone else I might have missed. Let me get right into this story. I always forget to turn down my screen here. As soon as we do a story, the brightness of my display washes out my face in a way that's I don't like. So I'm going to change that right now. Check this out. Check this story out, y'all, because there's someone on Twitter, and she's... no, I'm starting off the story with the wrong vibe. All like, all smarmy and... Nice. Oh yeah, and sorry about being late. Okay, I was trying to get the show prepared. I needed an actual show for y'all, not to be so unprepared like last week. So a little bit late. Like I said, we got a story. Wrong attitude, but what I'm talking about is Kim Kardashian a little bit. And you know who this is. Ex-wife of Kanye West. Yay. What do you say? Ex-wife? Once married, always married, right? Isn't that what God said? Well, check this little cute tweet from Kardashian, Kim Kardashian's Twitter here. And she wants the world to know. She's posting these cute pics of her family, of her beautiful family. There they are, Kim Kardashian West, and her kids. What? Saint, Chicago, Paris, and I forget their names exactly. Should I do some better reporting here? Shouldn't I get these things right? 4 adorable kids. Yeah, North, Saint, Chicago, and Psalm. I believe Psalm is the boy, no? It's 3 girls and a boy. Cute kids. Anyways, we're talking about Kim K. What's up, JS? Nice. Welcome, Nugget Man. Hey, Lady C-Sal. Pleasure, as always. Please turn your attention to the screen as we have a tweet from Kim Kardashian on deck. And she says, with a big old red heart, full house. We have a full house. Cute, right? I mean, you gotta love family, right? Like, you gotta love that. What's so bad about it? Ye couldn't handle the hell in Kim. But I just gotta say, though, I must remark on Kim Kardashian West, which she missed that part of her name in her Twitter profile here. But I don't know, it feels like something's missing in this picture. She says full house, but I think it's missing the patriarch of the family. Okay? You're missing the patriarch. How is this a family? How is this a house? Is this a full house? Sounds like maybe a somewhat full house. Not all the way full house. Maybe not even a full house at all. Is this a home without a father? Is this a home, mother, and a father, right? Isn't that what God said? Man and woman. That's what makes a family. Or a marriage. And subsequently, a family. So, yeah, that's my thing on this. She posted something else, I think not recently, and it gave me kind of like the same little vibe here. Let's scroll together. I'm scrolling and leaving you out of all this fantastic Kim Kardashian Twitter content. Uh-oh, I'm hearing noises from the plane. And although this Kim Kardashian story is very, very important, we cannot die. We have a plane to fly. Gears up, flaps are up. We are cruising altitude and flying at the required speed on our way to Cincinnati, Ohio. Shout out to anybody in Florida right now. Check out the virtual sky. Oh, pitch black. Can't see. Back to the show, like I was saying. Your captain speaking here. Kim Kardashian here. I showed you that Full House pic. Well, here's another one. Here it is. Little pic here, December 11th. Fulfilled. Her 3 kids, her at a beach. But where? Wait a second. Fulfilled? Something's missing. Something's missing. Noah's Ark, Kansas. Thank you. Hey, what's up, Joe Mama? A little late, but welcome. Wait, is this a home? Are you fulfilled? Are these children fulfilled? Okay, I'm just saying stuff now, but you follow me, right? Like, I don't think this is a full house, okay? And okay, is this me? Am I reading into this, guys? Am I misogynist? Am I a total misogynist? People are saying good content, scrolling down Kim Kardashian's Twitter. Here, let me scroll while I'm talking to. Look. Am I a misogynist here when I'm saying that I get a little bit of a catty vibe, like she did this out of spite? No, okay, maybe I'm reading too into it. I remember someone sent me, I think when Kanye released some album or something, and she posted, someone sent this to me, and she posted, like, I'm talking about Kim Kardashian. She posted it was supposed to be like in support of his new music, but then when you looked into the post, it was like she didn't even care. Some people were saying that she was being catty and underhanded. I mean, would you put it past her? Ooh, I don't want to be talking about people's hearts like that, like I know them. You know what I mean? But she did publicly date this. What? Remember that guy, Pete? Skeet? What's his freaking name? Skeet Davidson. Pete Davidson, whom Kanye West very lovingly and affectionately called him Skeet. Well, she like publicly dated him and was, I know Kanye did a similar thing, dated some woman. But we're talking about Kim Kardashian, okay? and she dated this guy and went all in public. Very embarrassing. Very embarrassing. This man's wife is out there with this dude and talking about publicly about having sex in front of the fireplace and something about his grandma or something really weird. Weird stuff. But yeah. Kim Kardashian, that's not a home. Kim Kardashian, that's not a home. I heard during their little dinner, yay, Nick Fuentes and Trump, that Trump insulted Kim Kardashian. I think he said something like, she's a B, and you can say that to her. You can tell her I said that, right? We don't like Kim Kardashian, right? No. Take care, Nolo King. Peace. Saying no interest in these topics. Bye. Aren't you like ruining Canada? No, I'm joking. Nolo King. I got a Canada story coming up, man. Anyways, we're talking about Kim K here. And kind of moving on from that. Just wanted to mention that. I just wanted to dunk on Kim Kardashian, but not really. But it kind of segues into this because Kanye West made some comments recently, as he's known to be doing recently and in general. And he made these comments with Whack 100. Whack 100. I have to say it like that. What's up, Teresa? Welcome. I'm just messing with Nolo. Whack 100, some hip hop culture show and guy who does culture and hip hop. Anyways, Ye spoke with Whack 100. Whack, you ain't got the answers, Whack. Different interview. And he mentioned Disney. Okay, he mentions Disney. Okay, let's just roll the footage.
Somebody's daughter on OnlyFans. That's somebody's
Can you hear
daughter
that?
on Reddit.
Okay, hold on. I can't hear that, but it looks like the levels are good for OBS. Sounds like you guys can hear it.
Somebody's daughter on Pornhub.
All right, we're just gonna rock and roll it. Okay, let's start again.
Somebody's daughter on OnlyFans. That's somebody's daughter on Reddit. That's somebody's daughter on Pornhub. That's somebody's daughter in the window. So if we want to talk about Balenciaga Gate, let's talk about it. Let's talk about how we all participate. Let's talk about me discovering pornography when I was 5 years old, and the fact that this is a legal drug put on freeway signs. You go to certain cities and they have strip clubs on freeway signs. There's a whole family there. For me, when I was dealing with a pornography addiction at age 14, I had to sneak. Or I had to go get a crackhead or something, or one of my friends that had grown a beard or something like that to go and buy it. Right now, they're spiking the punch. TikTok is spiking the punch. Disney is spiking the punch. They are making our kids question their sexuality early on purpose to cause confusion.
Wow. Preach, preacher. Okay, but a little low. Sorry about that. But he's talking about, he mentions about, let's get into Balenciaga. Let's talk about all that. And he mentions, basically to summarize, how his exposure to pornography so young and its accessibility. So he touches on that a little bit, and he touches on I'm sorry, brain fart.
Yeah.
Accessibility, right? The accessibility, and how Disney is purposely affecting the minds and what I just missed it. What is words?
Our kids question,
making them question their sexuality, right? Interesting comments. I mean, spiking the punch and accessibility. I mean, think about pot legislation for a second. Even CNN admits legislation increased pot use. Okay? You seeing this? CNN, legalization of recreational cannabis increases its use. We know this. Now, porn's been legal, but legalization means prevalence, okay? Accessibility. What kind of culture you got? What's on our billboards, like EA just said? What are we selling and what are we buying? Consuming. So, kind of interesting comments. Where's the lie, says Flat Sabbath. Interesting comments in context with Kardashian and all that stuff. Very, very interesting. Now, I've thought about banning porn, for example. And it's like, sure, it's like there's obscenity laws on the books. It's not this wild theory that ends with like authoritarianism and no free speech. Like, let's look at Utah. Okay, Utah did, started is dealing with porn a little bit. Utah passed a law making iPhones filter porn. Okay, kind of an amazing law. Like, basically, what the law would require iPhones sold in Utah to have adult content and pornography totally banned automatically, and then you'd have to go into the settings to remove this, block. Like, that's just common sense. Like, you know what I mean? Like, that's not this crazy authoritarian, insanity. So, thoughts on banning porn? Yeah, I've thought about it. And then you think about, prohibition. Prohibition reduced alcohol use. Oh, you hear about that, right? That the prohibition times when they banned it, it just made it worse. It just went illegal. It went underground. Yeah, but it reduced alcohol use. Now, some say, and historians or whatever, that they say that shortly after, I don't know if you could say a couple decades, call it shortly after, but they say a couple decades after, and alcohol consumption went way back up. In fact, worse, and some say is because of the banning. Makes you want to do it more, some say. I don't know, but kind of interesting. Don't you think? People saying that it's not possible because people are just going to do it anyways. And that's not wrong. I mean, it's like I'm not going to pretend like banning laws or making these kind of laws is going to change the heart and make us moral, make us Christian, or bring us closer to God or something. So I understand people's, lawmakers or liberals, their reservations saying, what's this going to change? They'll point to the war on drugs, for example. oh, you know, banning drugs and all that has just made it more prevalent and all that. And I don't really know the details on that. But I'm just making that point that I'm not here thinking like these laws are going to make us moral, but the laws really just represent, the laws are like the billboards of a country, of a nation. There's like that, they're a little bit more. But, you know, they're, in this context of what I'm talking about, they have a similarity. They represent a couple things. But I'm rambling here. Let me finish this segment here. Because because there's just all sorts of degeneracy going on all around us. Okay. You may have heard, this kind of segues into this too. You may have seen this clip of this Katie Porter, representative, Democrat, saying pedophilia isn't a crime, it's an identity, at least according to this 𝒏𝒊𝒄𝒌𝒔𝒕𝒓𝒄𝒊𝒂𝒍𝒔 video that was shared. And now you may have seen this on the Hake report.
And pedophile, it is alleging that a person is criminal somehow and engaged in criminal acts merely because of their identity.
And so that's the story with 𝒏𝒊𝒄𝒌𝒔𝒕𝒓𝒄𝒊𝒂𝒍𝒔, and this representative is saying pedophilia isn't a crime, it's an identity. Well, to be fair here, turns out this story wasn't totally well reported, and she wasn't really saying, just to be fair, we got the full clip here, she wasn't really saying that pedophilia is an identity. But in the context of the clip, she's talking about how words like groomer and pedophilia are lobbed against members of the LGBTQ community or whatever, as they say. And so those people getting called groomer and pedophile, that they're being called that wrongly for simply being LGBT, their identity. And so this was kind of reported in that way. And so we're going to be a little fair here. This look, this Twitter, in fact, this 𝒏𝒊𝒄𝒌𝒔𝒕𝒓𝒄𝒊𝒂𝒍𝒔 tweet got, fact checked. This clip has been taken out of context, but represents what Representative Porter is actually saying. She, just before this clip, she says the groomer narrative is an age-old lie disposition to position LGBTQ people as threats to kids. So that's what she's talking about. But that's just a distraction. But let's watch the clip, and I have some comments. 249. Who did that fact-checking? That Elon? Okay.
Acknowledging with gratitude.
Oh my god, this is so annoying. This sounds really low. This sounds really, really low. Why is that?
Everything that Chair Maloney.
Everything is so low right now. All right, you just hit me a 1 in the chat if any clips I'm playing is too low. Yeah, just let me know.
House Oversight Committee. Thank you for inviting us here.
Sorry, I'm scrubbing through. I didn't download the clip. I just have the timestamp. It's right here. I'm scrubbing through. Okay, bingo.
It's been a very challenging time for people in Orlando. It's a challenging time for survivors.
They're talking. Oh, I'm sorry. You guys got to have some more context. They are talking with the House Oversight Committee. This is survivors of Club Q shooting and activists testify on anti-LGBTQ violence. It'll be important in a moment. But anyways, back to this Representative Porter.
Of violence against.
Right here.
Acknowledging with
Fine.
gratitude everything that Chair Maloney has done for oversight, including, importantly,
Notice she's praising Chair Maloney, the chairwoman of the House Oversight Committee.
lifting up voices of Americans whose needs, whose concerns, whose lives, whose rights are sometimes not recognized. And she has been long a champion for doing that for women. I've seen her do that for
Blah, blah, blah,
Americans
blah.
across the country and across the
Oh my God.
across demographics.
Women.
Has really meant a lot to me personally. So
The engines are drowning out the sound? The engines are coming out. Oh, the engine sound is coming out the wrong pipe. Is that what's going on? Thank you. Yes, Gunner and everybody. That is so annoying. My apologies. That's wrong. It should be coming out a special, the way I have it set up is it should be coming out of a separate volume which I control. And it's not. It's just not doing it. it's not doing it. I wonder why. Okay. Okay, I think I might do it now. Technical issues, so annoying. Yeah, about that. My apologies. Okay. That's still not right. That's so annoying. We're going to do this in a moment, okay? We'll deal with this in a moment. We got a story to deal with.
Just want to take a few minutes.
That's so annoying. The
seconds
plane
to
was
say
going the whole
thank you
time for you guys, huh?
very much, Chair Maloney.
Back
You
to
will
the
be
show.
Greatly, greatly missed. And I will continue to admire and be inspired by you as I work on oversight in the coming years. I wanted to start with Ms. Robinson, if I could. Your organization recently released a report analyzing the 500 most viewed, most influential tweets that identified LGBTQ people as so-called groomers. The groomer narrative is an age-old lie to position LGBTQ plus people as a threat to kids, and what it does is deny them access to public spaces. It stokes fear and can even stoke violence. Ms. Robinson, according to its own hateful content policy, does Twitter allow posts calling LGBTQ people groomers?
No, I mean, Twitter, along with Facebook and many others, have community guidelines. It's about holding users accountable to those guidelines and acknowledging that when we use phrases and words like groomers and pedophiles to describe people, individuals in our communities that are mothers, that are fathers, that are teachers, that are doctors, it is dangerous.
Wow.
And it's got one purpose. It is to dehumanize us and make us feel like we are not a part of this American society. And it has real life consequences. So we are calling on social media companies to uphold their community standards. And
So she's calling on those social media companies to uphold those standards, right? And they were talking about Twitter. So in context, it's on Twitter. And notice that you're not allowed to use those words, okay? Because it's only dehumanizing. That is only dehumanizing language. There's no other reason why you would use that language. So you can't say that to these mothers, these fathers. But didn't Jesus, like, call people names? Like, can't you call things what they are? And I don't know who they're referring to and what went down. But let's just take a look at Twitter for a second here. Okay, because you just can't say these hateful things, right? According to her, those things, you just should never be saying those hateful things. I mean, have you just search Talbert Swan White, and let's just go through. Let's go down this just a little bit. Okay, this what is he, a Christian? Bishop Talbert Swan, activist guy. Preacher. I'm not the least bit surprised that white folks who want to ban people for telling the truth about a nation that kept black people in chains, Hey, murderer, says Bishop Talbot Swan. Are you allowed to call people that? Murderer? Isn't that like calling someone a groomer? Imagine the stress people go through when a young, trigger-happy white supremacist from out of state shows up when they're demonstrating, looking to murder them because they're protesting anti-black injustice. This is Talbot Swan responding to a Kyle Rittenhouse tweet. So I should tell you what he's talking about. When white people, are you allowed to say that? Isn't that dehumanizing language? White people talk about black people who think for themselves. They're referring to black people who are white supremacy apologists. I don't know. It sounds like a lot of dehumanizing language up in here. And you can look that up yourself. They would call Jesus a right-wing extremist and lock him up for hate speech. Right on, Vexed Peril. Thanks for joining. Hey, Big Bump, welcome. Not names, just truth. Exactly. And it's not about a hate thing. But it's funny how the most hateful people are out there telling you, you can't hate. Disinformation. So that's that. That is my little segment on that. You can call in 760-515-3855. I'm going to unmute the calls there. I don't know if you're trying to get in. I'm going to have the calls unmuted there, so you just jump in should you want to talk about something. But yeah, wild stuff, huh? So that's what's going on in Yayland and the Groomas. That's what's going on. Nice. What's up, Vexed? Black skinheads. You guys hear that clicking too? I wonder what that is. It's like... Hey, we're going to get through this next stream. And we're supposed to be flying this plane. But that is a loud, loud plane. Let me see if I can fix it real quick, because we got to be flying this plane. You can't pause in real life. There. So is that sound... Oh my god, it's still coming through... Yep, it's still coming through the wrong thing. Allow me to fix... Give me 1 minute, alright, y'all? Give me... Because... Allow me to do this. Before I get into the next story, because it's a good one. I think you'll like it. You might find it interesting. Bingo. It's not letting me change it at all. That's amazing. That is amazing. I've run into this before, and the only way to fix this is to like restart it. It's so annoying. So here's what we're gonna do. We're just gonna turn the master down. Apply and save. We're just gonna rock and roll like this, okay? Appreciate the patience. Let me know if the plane is still too loud, and I will turn it down manually. So annoying, but it's no big deal. You playing an old reel-to-reel? No, Joe Mama. What do you mean? What's up, Dank Daddy? Welcome. Appreciate you coming in. Okay, so I want to talk about this death cult that is to the north of us. Shout out. I believe we just entered Georgia. Where are we? We are flying in the state of Georgia. Shout out all viewers who are in Georgia. Can you guys see? Chat cam. There you go. As you can see on the MFD here in the center, we are flying over Georgia. Gotta love it. Shout out. Isn't that your home state, Sion? I'm late. I lost white points, says Tyrizzle. Nice. Okay. Like I said, hit me up in the chat if the plane is just much too loud. Okay. Thank you. Thank you. Bump and crew. All right, so Canada. I got to talk about these snow Mexicans, these snow Canadians. Or what did I just say? Snow Canadian? Or just a Canadian? There it is. I got it here. Canada and Maid. You heard about this? Don't be saying something you ain't supposed to. Oops. Canada and Maid. Medically assistance in dying. That's what that means. Okay. Now, I believe, was it Winston Churchill? Winston Churchill who said, what did he say about Canada? Winston Churchill, Canada, he said about the border. Winston Churchill he had a deep affection for Canada, at least according to Winston Churchill Canada.ca. He referred to them as the linchpin of the English-speaking peoples. Imagine that. The linchpin of the Anglophones, the English-speaking people. Of the English. Well, he also said of the northern border that it is guarded only by neighborly respect and honorable obligations. Isn't that nice? It should be. It really should be. Canada and America. Well, I think we're going to be seeing some other things coming over that border besides brown people, because there's a lot of brown people now. Besides brown people, brown ideas. Okay, that was just me riffing, but black ideas, to be clear. You know what I mean? Because this country that prides itself on all this open-mindedness and tolerance also has the most permissive euthanasia laws or rules in the world. And you may have seen some of these reports. The word linchpin is racist? I'm reacting to the chat and doing this story. So schizo. But Canada, more than 30,000 Canadians, this is Reuters, okay? This is Reuters right now. Let's do a quick little pilot check. Yeah, we good. This is Reuters, okay? This isn't a little like Reuters. Canada prepares to expand assisted death amid debate. Oh yeah, I gotta do my little trick because I've reached my free article limit. This is how you get around it. Or am I allowed? Maybe I shouldn't say how. That might be like a bannable offense or something. Anyways, this Reuters article, which I'm reading with my account that I paid for, says more than 30,000 Canadians have died with medical assistance since it became legal in 2016. That is medical assistance in dying, meaning medically assisted suicide, okay? Now some say, oh, these are for old people. This is for people at risk and all that. Well, let's get into this a little bit more. 10,000 of these 30,000 died in 2021, okay? Accounting for 3%, a little bit over 3% of all Canadian deaths last year, according to official data. Official data. You know how we feel about official data. What's up, 𝒏𝒊𝒄𝒌𝒔𝒕𝒓𝒆𝒂𝒎 over there on Twitch? Very cool. I am streaming on Twitch. That's twitch.tv/gorgonzola. Like the cheese. But with a H at the end. Hola. Thanks for holding it down, 𝒏𝒊𝒄𝒌𝒔𝒕𝒓𝒆𝒂𝒎. We're gonna grow this Twitch, okay? But like I said, 10,000 of them died in 2021. Okay. Kind of an interesting year, you know. And now to be fair, they say the vast majority were deemed close to their natural death, right? Fair enough, fair enough. They're just killing old people who want to die, okay? I mean, it's compassion. Assistance in dying, okay? Keyword assistance. Why are you guys freaking out, you conspiracy theorists? I mean, am I, like, assistance in dying? Like, what is that even? Is that even, like, morally wrong? Like, I'm pretty sure this is, like, from my cursory research, is an ancient thing. You know, compassionate, helping out of compassion because they're in pain. You do that to animals, too. You, compassionately kill a dying animal that's in pain. Now, okay. So that's my thing on that. But it's not really the act, or it's the lack of guidance by God, really. Let's get down to it. Let's be real. This is a godless country, okay? You have all the French people in Canada, their swear words come from their hatred or their dislike of the Catholic Church. Tabernacle, which means tabernacle. It's just tabernacle. That is a swear word for the French Canadians. Christ. The word Christ is a swear word. The name Christ. But say his name. So, yeah, no guidance, godless country, and apathetic people. That's when it gets sinister. That's when this medical assistance in dying turns into something else. And I remember growing up in Canada. Some of you might not know. I'm an anchor baby. Grew up in Canada. Born in America. By illegal immigrants. So I'm an anchor baby. Grew up in Canada. God gave me the heart of an American. Anyways, I remember growing up in Canada and going to clinics, and I have my little my OHIP, which is my health card, which let me get all that free healthcare. And I've talked about it before on the quality of it, and I remember remarking on this is not the same quality of service and numerous things. And I've mentioned this swipe the card mentality. I'll never forget this doctor basically admitting to me, he was this Indian man, basically admitting to me that the way it's set up, the healthcare in the country is, we swipe the OHIP card, you being the medical establishment, we swipe the OHIP card of the patient. Once we get the swipe, we get the money. We get the money from the government or whatever, because the taxes go to, right, they got to get paid somehow. Comes from the taxes. Anyways, a lot of simplification going on, but you're following me at least on this. I'll never forget this doctor who told me, once we swipe the card, you're in the system. We're getting paid. We took care of a patient. Now from there on, it's a race to how cheap How cheap can we deal with this patient? Okay. And there's horror stories of people dying and waiting lines. And anyways, and I mentioned this too, the immigrant mentality, because the Canadians, they have this they're very nice. Okay. They're very nice with each other. They wait in line. They wait their turn. That is a Canadian, that's part of their culture. Okay. They all decided, you know what, we're going to have socialized healthcare. We care about the least of us or whatever. Whatever. The point is, they decided we're going to be nice and we're going to have healthcare. We're going to wait in line. We're going to wait our turn. Well, guess what? Canadians, the immigrants you let in don't wait their turn. They're about the hookup. Okay? I know some of them. Should I be putting them on blast like that? Well, conversations with, what, family members? Fine, I said it. And they're saying how, oh, look at what I did. I called ahead and jumped the line, and I basically gave them a sob story to jump the line. Oh, they told me the wait line would be months and months, but I jumped the line because I gave them a sob story. So you follow me here? Yeah, immigrants, the strangers, strange doctors they're bringing in, the strange experts they're bringing in, they don't care about the people. And so you start to see the picture. You start to see the full picture here is that we really are regarded as livestock. You know what I mean? So you got to watch out for yourself. Christine Gauthier, Paralympics lady, Canadian lady. One of the people in this story who remarks on how she was basically 5 years into this battle. She was trying to obtain a stair lift. As you can hear, she is Christine Gauthier. Army veteran. I don't know. Maybe the fact that she's an Army veteran should tell you where Canada's going and why this is happening. But 5 years into this battle where she was trying to obtain a stair lift, okay? The stair lift, a little chair lift you get installed in your home when you can't walk or you're older or whatever, and it lifts you up. Well, 5 years of battling to get this stair lift, Canadian official told her in 2019, according to this Daily Mail article, told her that if her life was so difficult and desperate, the government would help her kill herself. She says she has a letter saying that if I'm so desperate, madam, we can offer you medical assistance in dying. Take that in, huh? And this is a para-Olympian, okay? So this wasn't some like at the end of her life. I'm saying was like they killed her. She's alive. But she in the year where she was battling this with the lift, and they told her, why not try MAID? That very same year, she competed in the Paralympics. So she's not this, like it's hard to live, like, you know, she's not this like totally disabled. Like she's a fighter, you know, out there making it happen. And there's a bunch of other stories. Alan Nichols, Aaron Smith, and many more. That just interesting research I've done. Canada has some amazing special forces. Yeah, Joe Mama, they have international acclaim, if you will, for that in the Great World Wars, for the special forces, and even modern. But that's just stuff I've heard. So yeah. Crazy stuff with Canada, our neighbors at the north. So they're a bunch of Nazis. So what you're telling me is there are a bunch of Nazis up there experimenting? You know, 𝒏𝒊𝒄𝒌𝒔𝒕𝒓𝒆𝒂𝒎 never used euthanasia. Dr. Death, American pathologist, euthanasia proponent, basically championed terminal patients' right to die, he would say, by physician-assisted suicide. He basically did a whole bunch of physician-assisted suicides in a van, and then they put him to jail for that. He got out of jail later in life, and would publicly just talk about how happy he was to start that conversation in euthanasia. Yeah, this guy, he euthanized himself, and he was in pain at the end of his life. Closer to the end of his life for a while too, not just close to the death, but he was in pain with cancer, and he didn't euthanize himself. Anyways, that's just a little bit of thoughts on that. Yay, what's up, pure Aussie gold? Welcome. And you know, if I may ramble more on this topic, I mean, we've seen families, either the mother or the government. You know, New Zealand baby takes baby from parents who requested a non-vaccinated blood transfusion. Remember that? What about parents fathers who can't protect their kid from being medically transitioned to the opposite gender, if that's even possible, by the wife? So yeah, that's what's going on with all that. Little report. Death cult world. Death cult. Does Hake have a debate soon on Modern Day Debate? Is that true? Really? Is that so? That's cool. I mean, I'd love to plug it. Can I plug it? Give me the hit. Hit me up with the deets. The Great Reset. Is it real? Is the Great Reset real? Is the topic. Oh, nice. Okay, so Hake is debating T-Jump. It was a great debate, if you guys saw that. Modern Day Debate. When is that? He's right beside me.
Monday, 5 p.m.
Nice. Monday, 5 p.m. Very cool. Definitely got to check that out. This is a segues into something, okay? Talking about a bunch of stuff here. Nika version of the Skim rundown. No, Emperor of Cats. This is I worked on this, okay? I worked on this show, this little show I got here. My little show, okay? You worked on this one. All right, what we do next? You can call in 760-515-3855. Because I got plenty of show. But we got to do a little plane check. And we're about to enter. Wow, we're already leaving Georgia. Plane's flying fast. Is it loud? Is the plane loud? Hope you guys are all relaxing, chilling. What's up, Kilo Alpha Tango? You just joined in. What's up, Josh? Ivana Spencer. Welcome. But yeah, I hope you all relaxing on Nick's stream. Enjoying the flight so far. Yes, enjoying the flight so far. Should be a nice calm flight. We got drinkies and snackies going on. Sion, the lovely flight attendant, working. As you can see, we're about to leave Georgia. I'm trying to operate my plane here. Hold on. About to hit South Carolina. Shout out any South Carolina-ers in chat. Nick, the plane. Don't worry. Your captain is flying. So, we got plenty of show to get to. And I want to get to this right away. Because, okay, what do I want to do first? Let's do Musk controversy, and then we'll go into the Twitter files, because new Twitter files dropped fresh today. I didn't get quite into them or anything, but we'll go through them together. Like, I actually scroll and read it, because I think I said that about the other Twitter files. Are there any assisted suicide booths aboard your plane? No, Josh, this is a Christian plane. Okay, no suicide booths. Okay, you can go into the there's a booth to, repent and confess your sins, except we don't have one of those priests on the other side listening to all your stuff. That's just between you and God. How about you repent of your anger? How about that? No suicide booths. So, Musk controversy. Nick Viva button flapping around for episode after episode hasn't fallen off yet. I know, right? And that you might hear like some like what's it called? Some annoying that shaking. That's actually not this little Trump thing. So I'm aware of that. This is just the setup I have. Okay, any little movement moves my thing. So don't worry. The big Nick stream upgrade is coming. No, I've almost been here for. Welcome, Kilo. So, the Elon controversy. There's some controversy going on right now because there's been a big firing going on. Hey, Elon, I thought this was America. Okay, now I'm sounding like Hake Report. But check this out. You guys remember LFR family? He was on the Fallen State, I think. Am I thinking of the right guy? Oh no, that's someone else, right? LFR family. Was that the guy who was on the Fallen State? Yes, Van Hall from LFR family. I believe this must be his Twitter. No, wait, ignore that. This is his Twitter. He was a previous guest on the Fallen State. Good stuff with Jesse. Well, he has a little tweet here for Elon. He says, I need answers. What words or phrases can I not say on this platform? I'm black, so I got my N-word pass. Am I allowed to say it on YouTube? Because then I would. What else? I ask because people are still being punished for saying things I didn't know were cancelable. Yeah, Elon. What the? Elon wants to work his slaves to death. Yeah, Elon. Where's all the free speech you promised? Huh? I keep hearing similar stories. You a hypocrite? Well, no, you can't. We're being a little extra on Elon. But you know who else? There's a whole bunch of people calling him a hypocrite. A lot more are with accusations of hypocrisy. Because there's growing anger over recent action over some journalists. Some journos. New York Times. Musk faces growing anger over Twitter ban of journalists. The suspensions which were criticized by U.S. and European lawmakers. Yeah, it's got to that point. We got international lawmakers talking about it. It could raise regulatory heat. Okay, Elon Musk faced a growing backlash from lawmakers after suspending the accounts of at least 8 journalists without warning, they say. Without warning, says the New York Times. This was totally uncalled for. No. The suspended accounts included those belonging to Ryan Mack of the New York Times, Donnie O'Sullivan of CNN, Drew Harwell of the Washington Post. It was unclear what the suspensions had in common. Totally unclear. This is just totally unclear, the New York Times remarks. The silencing of prominent voices could raise the regulatory heat on Twitter. That's very interesting. Actions set off a wave of protests. News organizations, including the Times, have demanded Mr. Musk explain the rationale. Here's where it's interesting. Lawmakers in the European Union may go on the offensive. Vera Jourova, vice president of the European Commission, said the move violated the EU's Digital Services Act. So the EU doesn't want us to have... Well, I was going to say I want us to have free speech, but I'm making a stretch there. That's not what I meant. But they for sure want to go after Musk because the move violated the European Union's Digital Services Act. Huh. There are red lines and sanctions coming soon, she tweeted. So they're going to bring down the law on this guy? Now, why? Because we're already multiple paragraphs in. We scrolled down this New York Times article, and we still don't know any reason. What is the reason? Maybe let's read a little bit more. Representative Lori Trahan, Democrat of Massachusetts, and a member of Electronic Communications, expressed dismay. No intention of retaliating. Okay, still no info why. If you scroll down this article, New York Times, past the ad, past the whatever, you finally get less than 12 hours later, multiple technology reporters have been suspended. The move comes a day after Twitter suspended more than 24 other accounts, including an account belonging to Jack Sweeney. Now we're starting to get to some story. Thank you, New York Times. Including an account belonging to Jack Sweeney, the 20-year-old college student behind Elon Jet, which tracked the movements of Mr. Musk's private plane. Each of the suspended journalists had written about the plane tracking account or tweeted about it. The billionaire tech... So, there you go. Each of the suspended accounts had written about the plane tracking account, which was suspended by Elon. Now, why? The billionaire tech mogul described himself as a free speech absolutist, introduced a new red line this week after he claimed that a car carrying one of his children was accosted by a crazy stalker. You may have seen this. You may have seen this on his Twitter. But yeah, a crazed stalker, according to him, was following a car that had his son in it. Where is that? Where'd that be?
Yeah,
What's
for
your
sure.
name?
Gotcha.
What's your name? No.
Yeah,
What's
for
your
sure.
name?
So yeah, that's this car. This is anyone recognize this person or car? Elon Musk says last night car carrying Lil X in LA was followed by crazy stalker. See, Lil X, that's his son, right? That's not like Lil Nas X or something, right? who later blocked car from moving and climbed onto the hood. Legal action is being taken against Sweeney. Now you may not know, but what's going on is, you know, after this, regulations changed on Twitter, at least according to Musk, that's not allowed anymore, doxing people's location. Now, I don't know if that was a recent change or if it's a rule that's been there and he's bringing it up. But after this, we get the story that basically there's this account that tweets out every time Elon Musk's private jet takes off and lands, telling people, the public, his location, really, at least when he's in that jet. And there's videos of Elon Musk coming out the airport, and there's always like a bunch of paparazzi. And now some say that's because of stuff like Elon Jet. See, people know where his location is. It's unsafe. So soon after, Elon Musk banned that Elon Jet account, and then it was soon after that these journalists started getting banned. And right away, this guy's killing free speech. This guy is getting rid of just the people criticizing him. Like, isn't that so rich? Like, we just went through a whole bunch of that. The same people doing the crime, doing what's wrong, are the, you know, accusing you of doing something are the ones doing it themselves, right? And here's the thing I'm hearing too. It's like, okay, well, this was just public information. This is just Elon Musk's public information. Publicly available flight tracking info. But what does that even mean? What is public information? Okay, I'm being fuzzy. I know what it means. It's information that's public. But the way they're using it in that context, it makes it sound like it's just information that we should be allowed to publish everywhere. And I don't know. They seem to be making a lot of jumps from information that's public to information that we could just put out everywhere. And am I making any sense here? Because I think about me. Like, what is public info? Like, you can look me up. You can look me up, right? But can you find out where I live? Because where I live is public info. The address is public. Isn't that public info? Maybe I'm wrong about that. Maybe that's not public info. But I'm pretty sure that's like public information because I've talked about it or something. It's on my some kind of social media profile. Like, isn't that public info? But if you went around posting everywhere I went, it's a little weird, no? So people are saying he can't handle criticism. It's kind of willfully ignorant that it's like a safety thing. So the move comes day after its owner. Sorry, I'm just going through my notes here. Taken offline. Yeah, so hypocrites. Funny, they'll call these things doxing, and they're going to see it that way no matter what. And Trump gets falsely accused, but they want to call it an insurrection and keep him banned. It's like you don't get to ask for fairness now. You know what I mean? You don't get to just like, hey, what the heck? That's against the rules. Okay, yeah. So that's that. Repeating it. The willful ignorance, though, by part of the media, and the and I don't know if it's just stupidity or just the profound ignorance, of either willful or not, from the public on this story is kind of like it brings it into perspective. It's more than a free speech thing. It's like reality itself. Reality is in question. That people are looking at this story and going, "This guy's just mad," and completely leaving out every context of like, well, there's people coming after my kids. Corporations can follow you, but civilians can't. Like I said, Emperor of Cats, I don't know the details. Like, but I was reading that it wasn't just like just public info. Like there had to be some filtering done through tech to get that info. So it wasn't just like I can Google it, because I can take a flight tomorrow. You can't Google that. And then I also heard from the Hake report that the newest richest man in the world now, because of these jet tracking accounts or whatever, then it was happening to him. He decided to, sell or get rid of his private jet and just, I don't believe it's commercial, just rents one. And I don't know why that changes it where you can't be tracked anymore, but hey, Elon, maybe look into that. But yeah. That's it. That's it on that. Where are we at with the flight? Because we might be landing soon. What the? No, we're not. We are in. Hold on. Why is it so hard to operate a plane? Okay, so we are flying over. We are just leaving. Where are we at? Leaving South Carolina, about across the border into North Carolina for a brief moment before finally going into Tennessee. So shout out to all those along the way. Hope you're enjoying the flight. Kicking back on nickstream. I got plenty of in-flight entertainment for you today. Some people have access to the private jet route flights. You got to have like a job access. Even then, some flights will appear blocked. Yes, Orlando to Cincinnati seems like a 45-minute flight. No, it's about an hour, 30-minute flight on the C700 Snake Pit Security Guard. I think on the C700 at the speed we're flying at, it should be an hour 40. But let's check our little flight plan here if you guys want to see. This is an actual little flight. This is a little app I use. It's called SimBrief. This is how I'm making flight plans. These are like legit flight plans, if you know what that is. But it is total about 2 hours, actually. 2 hours flight time. The game said about an hour 40. But it's about 2 hour flight time, which I thought would be perfect for the show. It just happened. But yeah, this is a flight plan. This is what a flight plan looks like in the hands of a pilot. All these numbers and letters. Okay, so back to the show. Because I got some show. Got more in-flight entertainment here. For all y'all. Nick, fly out to Mount Rushmore sometime. All right, Joe Mama. We'll charter a flight to Mount Rushmore next show then. How about that, Joe Mama? We'll, let's fly into Mount Rushmore. I think I get, with the first class tickets that you all have been buying, I will soon be upgrading nickstream, by the way, so stay tuned for that. That'll be awesome. Thank you so much. Your support you will be seeing your support soon. But also, with that support, I can maybe purchase the Mount Rushmore models that Microsoft's Flight Simulator offers. You know what I'm saying? Nick doxing his own path. Am I doxing? Can I get a mind body check? Am I really doxing somebody? No, I'm not. I'm sorry, y'all, if I doxed you. So yeah, Mount Rushmore, Joe Mama, let's make it happen. Charter a flight for one of our viewers. We'll do that next time. Okay. Like I said, I got more show. Got more show. But we're going to take a little breaky poo while I get something situated here. Change the vibe up a little bit. We've been doing heavy show. Do some little variety stuff and back to some topics I wanted to finish up. I got an actual show for y'all. So, let's see here. Good stuff. Oh yeah. And maybe I can fix this plane audio by showing our flight plans. Very cool. All right, y'all. Thanks again. Be right back. Yep. Nickstream. Okay. Thanks for bearing with me. Okay. Nice. All right, Nickstream. Keep it going here. We got some more show for y'all. Now, they're saying that they're going to have just single pilots now because of employee labor shortages. I don't think a pilot's supposed to be going to the bathroom like that and leaving the plane by itself. I don't think that's cool. I don't think that's kosher. But on Nickstream, you're a very talented pilot. It's fine. Which kind of reminds me of, I'm thinking, everybody out there, just a word of advice, unsolicited advice. Avoid planes, rides, the carnival. Like, just avoid those kinds of things. Because we don't have, like, the engineer class anymore. You know what I mean? Like, maybe I'm just fear-mongering. I just came across this. But it's just like everything's falling apart. Like, I don't trust the people in charge, okay? The maintenance people, I don't trust them.
Holy shit.
Oh my god.
I knew it.
Don't.
I fucking knew these things are rigged. These things are rigged.
Don't go to roller coasters. Don't. Just stop. If you can avoid it. Okay? I'm going to be flying a plane, soon. Hey, what's up, Jabrail? Thanks for the super chat here. First class seat. Come on down and enjoy your first class seat. Lots of leg room. Says, we got some confusion situation at the moment. Talking about Canada. I have sense it will turn sooner than later. Peace. Thanks, Jabrail. Shout out to my Canadians out there. I do appreciate y'all. We are banking heavily in the plane. Freaked me out a little bit, but that is all. It's to be expected. Okay. So if you were banking sideways heavily and spilled your drink, do not be alarmed. That was all. You're just flying Nickstream. Noah's Arkansas with the super chat there. Well, with the first class seat, come on down. No message there, but the support is deeply appreciated, man. Thank you so much. The one and only. And let me just check this here, make sure everything's cool here. Nice. Okay. Love it. Back to the show here. Let's get right to this next topic. And I want to talk about the World Cup a little bit. Did you see France beat Morocco? Argentina won their game. World Cup final is this Sunday, 7 a.m. Pacific. We'll see what happens. Should be, France versus Argentina. Any fans? Anybody watching? I got way into soccer some years ago. But I like playing it. But this World Cup has been sick. I remember I totally skipped like the last one. I don't know. I think it was like COVID and like BS. Was it COVID? Hey, Roscoe Jones. Man, thank you so much for the support. Come on down to first class. Enjoy your seat. And I believe this is a tip. Roscoe Jones says, here's a tip for our lovely stewardess, Sion. Thank you so much, Sion. I know you've been working hard. I see you. You're telling people to calm down in Chad. She's a little bit sassier of our flight attendants. She might tell you to calm down. All right. Your drink's coming. All right, calm down. Okay, so I'm talking about World Cup in here a little bit. Well, Morocco. Where the heck is Morocco? Europe. Morocco, well, they lost against France. Nobody thought they'd get this far. Incredible work from the... I forgot what you call a Moroccan. In Spanish, it's something funny, but I forget. Morocco. It's Africans. There's the problem. It's Africans. Now I see what's going on. And now you might be wondering, what do you mean problem, Nick? Well, let me show you what's going on here. Let me know if the music is loud and stuff, because my levels are not showing me what I'm hearing. Something's wrong. So I hope I didn't mess anything up there. Let me turn that down and just show you what I'm talking about here, because the Moroccans weren't happy about their loss. Here's the thing about the Moroccan fans out there. They didn't seem to be happy about their loss. They didn't seem to be happy about their wins. They were just rioting no matter what. If they won, if they lost, doesn't matter. They were out there just rioting. And here is this here, because it's been going on in a bunch of European countries. These North Africans. Check this out. Rioting breaks out in Lyon, France, as Morocco was defeated by France. And now, these are just after the defeat. You got to understand that these riots were going on before any sort of Moroccan defeat. They were doing this when they were winning. In Belgium and all over. And now, you know, that happens in America, right? Super Bowl win. But anyways, not the point. Beautiful France. Paris, France. Hey, what's up, Lolo? What's up, cousin Lolo? I feel like I always have to say like cousin Lolo or something when I see your name there, Lolo. Thanks for joining. We're talking about World Cup a little bit. Moroccans rioting. Hey, Flat Sabbath, maybe we should fly to Morocco. We should fly by the Mount Rushmore on our way to Morocco. Next flight. That'll be a long flight, though. Yeah, France is the hole in the toilet bowl of Europe. Amazing. Here's some more footage in Montpellier, France. Sorry, loud. Incredible, right? And you're aware, and you may not be, but what's going on in Europe with immigration is you got all these people coming in. Rape skyrocketing, crime skyrocketing, a crime rate that's out of the ordinary from the regular populace that's there, both immigrant and both you know, white and whatever, and you know, multi-generational immigrant families, stuff like that. The crime rate of these mostly African, Northern African immigrants going into Sweden, into Europe, their crime rates are out of proportion. They don't follow the customs. They don't have the same decency, clearly. Okay, but all this to say, babe, that it culminated in this moment here. It culminated in this. I think there's no sound in this one, but a van, as you can see, this group coming down the street, that is a flag on this car. They pull that flag. That is a French flag. So just so you know, that is blue, white, red. Les couleurs of the French flag. Okay, you see this? They pull the flag down. This car speeds off, you know, running over the crowd. Okay? And what happened as a result of this incident here is there was a death. A 14-year-old died. Okay? Now let's try and get this, because I had the link here. Hold on. Oh yeah, here it is. Here it is. Okay, it's not a news report, so I'm not talking about it, but what happened is there was a death as a result of that running over that you just saw. The Guardian: boy killed in Montpellier amid violence after France-Morocco game. Teenager died after being hit by car. Scattered incidents of violence reported in several French cities. 14-year-old boy died after being struck. Local government, several French cities. Local government office said police were searching for the driver, which was abandoned nearby the violent collision. The unnamed boy was taken to the hospital but died shortly after. Mayor of Montpellier, 𝒏𝒊𝒄𝒌𝒔𝒕𝒓𝒆𝒂𝒎, said he was deeply dismayed by the incident. 𝒏𝒊𝒂𝒍𝒔. What does this guy look like? What does this guy look like? Is he a Frenchman? That's a French-looking guy. While post-match celebrations were generally peaceful, a total of 262 people were arrested nationwide. Yes, very peaceful. 262 arrested nationwide. Very peaceful. More than 165 detained in Greater Paris region. Anyways, you following me here now? What does this remind you of? Is this New York? Is this Minneapolis? This looks very familiar. Okay. And if these people in this vehicle, whoever was driving, learned anything from the George Floyd riots, March 2020 riots, from the insurrection on America during those riots, Black Lives Matter insurrection on America, if these people learned anything from watching film, following the news, Twitter, you saw it, everybody saw it, it was everywhere. If they learned anything, it's to run over people. Because people and I don't mean you should run over people. It's not, you shouldn't be doing violent things like that. I'm just saying that the way this person reacted, if they learned anything, it's that they knew what was coming, okay? They knew that people commonly have been attacked in vehicles during these passionate riots in America. Cars, windows smashed, and you don't know what'll happen. You panic. One little touch on that accelerator, that's all it takes. So what the heck are these Moroccans doing out here, doing all this? It's amazing. Well, you may have heard, this segues into this, okay? This is kind of interesting. You may have heard Hake talk about 𝒔𝒐𝒄𝒊𝒂𝒍𝒔. I got to check the plane here real quick because I don't want to be crashing. Yeah, we got some time still. 𝒔𝒐𝒄𝒊𝒂𝒍𝒔. It's just some mostly peaceful burning and looting. Yep. 𝒔𝒐𝒄𝒊𝒂𝒍𝒔 has a very interesting Twitter account. I agree with Hake that she has an interesting Twitter account. And she was a previous guest on The Fallen State. She has a MA in Biblical Studies. Here she is. Church history. Loving people is loving God. Writer. Neurodivergent. Chasing liberation. Ending capitalism. But she has I agree with Hake. She has a very interesting Twitter. And I came across one tweet of hers after hearing Hake that she has an interesting Twitter. Where the heck is it? 𝒔𝒐𝒄𝒊𝒂𝒍𝒔. Come on. Hold on. I gotta find this tweet. I thought I had it linked. She asked, why did the U.S. government bring home and install Nazi scientists after World War II? That is a very interesting tweet and question. That is an interesting question. We might have to do a deep dive on that sometime soon. But that's just an interesting tweet. Why did the U.S. government bring home and install Operation Paperclip? Now, what is this segueing into? Why are you talking about this? Well, you know, there was some recent news about the JFK files, right? JFK files were declassified because the original JFK assassination, basically information on that and the files by U.S. intelligence, they were, as classified stuff is, classified. And the agreement was that they would be released 55 years later to the public. Here it is, USA Today. Once classified files on JFK's assassination released by Biden. So, some interesting stuff coming out. Or Project Paperclip, my bad. Great. Bowls of Fire, welcome to nickstream. All this to say what? Well, we might have to do some nickstream deep dives soon. Okay? Let me know if you guys find that interesting. JFK files, German paperclip, Nazis. So we'll do a deep dive on that. But this made me think of, you know, we'll do a deep dive on all that sometime. Werner von Braun, you all know. But in the context of World Cup and everything I've been talking about, it made me think of this little clip I saw of the Argentinians. Now, the Argentinians, South American country, the Argentines, I think that's what you say. Hey, what's up, RJ Halves? Welcome. Well, the Argentines have a little World Cup soccer chant, a little cute little chant, okay? And it went a little bit viral. We'll watch this together. And it's in a different language, so just read the captions. Otherwise, I'll read them afterwards. Escuche.
Juegan en Francia, pero son todos de Angola. Qué lindo es, van a correr. Son 𝒔𝒄𝒊𝒂𝒍𝒔 como el puto de 𝒏𝒊𝒄𝒌𝒔𝒕𝒓𝒆𝒂𝒎. Su vieja es nigeriana, su viejo camerún. Bueno. En el documento. Bueno. Nacionalidad francesa. Chao, listo, no.
We got Lolo in the chat saying, what did you say? Hitler went to South America. You may know something about that, and this is kind of related. Hitler went to South America. Well, apparently Hitler went to South America because the Argentines care about racial purity or something. Hey, welcome, Red Scout. Hey, Snow Goose, what's up? So the Argentines, if you didn't hear it, they're saying, listen, spread the rumors. They play in France. They are all from, but they are all from Angola. Talking about the French national team, the players. So here's the lyrics of their little chant. They play in France, but they are all from Angola, African country. How nice it is. We are going to make them run. They are tranny eaters like that effing Mbappe. Mbappe is their best player, you know. He's the forward. And that's referencing something. Apparently he was dating some trans model, or he was seen pictured with her, and people were saying, wow, he likes trannies. Okay, so that's that. So they're saying, we are going to make them run like that tranny eater, like that effing Mbappe. His mother is Nigerian. His father is Cameroonian. But on the document, his passport, French nationality. It's a fun. I find it quite funny. I find it quite funny for a couple of reasons. But, I mean, the lyrics rhyme, so I'm not doing it justice. It's funny because they're bringing up this racial thing, and right away the reporter who's there with the mic is like, whoa. He's like, no hate, okay? No hate. Whoa. Nacionalidad francesa. So, and then here's a picture of the French national team. As you can see, Cameroon, you know. Now, they don't look quite French. They don't quite look French. Wow, Dems is fighting words. And so here's what's funny, too, about it. Because it's kind of a good point. The EU gets this diverse pool to draw from players? But I thought this was the world selection, the world national team, showing the French, the Argentines. And did you notice the Argentinians? They're quite white. I didn't know Argentines or Argentinians were white, says Snake-Pit Security Guard. Yeah. They have an interesting history, okay? Now, I don't consider them white, and maybe I'm ignorant, because I don't see them as white, like the way Donning Armour called me white. I don't see that. So I don't consider the Argentinians or the Argentines white, because maybe out of ignorance. But they sure look at the team. They're white. Very light-skinned. Like, race is more than skin color, right? Race is... Am I dumb? Am I ignorant? Race is a little bit more than skin color. It's like, you know, your body. The vessels you're in. Not just the color it is. General Patton said, we fought the wrong enemy and then died suddenly. Huh. Thanks, Anna. Welcome. Appreciate it. But yeah, Argentina, part Nazis. What's going on? You kind of see the connection here? Now, I don't know the real Argentinian Nazi history, but we got some deep dives to do. We got what? Now we got Argentina to do. We got JFK files to do. And maybe some of that, something else. So we'll do some nickstream deep dives. Anna, I know you have a lot of info on that. Those kind of things. But yeah, isn't that kind of funny? The French, they get this diverse pool of tall, strong players, African players, strong, fast players. They get this great pool to draw from, and it's kind of BS. So I think it's kind of funny. I think they have a kind of a point. It's a funny chant. But the news, the mainstream media did not let this one go. So they got a whiff that there's at least, lighter skinned people somewhere in the world not self-flagellating themselves in public, saying and doing all this, I'm so racist stuff. Well, the Washington Post is not happy about that. That there is a country of people, at least some people, who don't seem to be following this cucked, self-flagellating whiteness thing, okay? And that's the Argentines, if you can call them white. I don't know what that means, okay? I know it's confusing. But the Washington Post was not happy because they put out an article saying black erasure, the history of black erasure in Argentina is the reason why their team is so white, because these racists got rid of the blacks. That's why. So we're gonna have to do some deep dive on Argentine history because I find it fascinating. So we'll come back to all this. Kind of a funny thing there, huh? The Argentine chant. Kind of funny, huh? I don't know if you guys find that interesting. So that's Argentina. The Nazis in Argentina. Okay. Okay. Amazing stuff. Just checking the flight here. It's been a nice one. It's been a nice flight. Easy flight. Got plenty of show. Hope you're all enjoying it as well. Oh, geez. What just happened? Oh, no. I just lost, something. My Chrome just crashed, and I needed that. Oh, no. What just happened? All my tabs are gone. Okay, we're back. Nothing to be alarmed about. Some speak fluent German. Yeah, Lolo. I've heard of that. You're right about that. I've heard that there's a lot of German speakers in Argentina. I thought Nazis were tall. Exactly, Jose. So it's called Nazi mix. Just playing. I don't know the info on Argentina, but we'll come back to that. We need another episode of Jesse Plays. Yeah, we got to do that, RJ Halves. I mentioned it to him recently again, and he's definitely down. Now we got more show, still more show. Let's see what else. Y'all. You guys saw that Trump NFT thing? Cringe. But I don't understand why everyone's so mad about it. It was bad timing, and the person, whoever convinced them to do that, should be fired. But whatever. Caller, you're on the air. Your name and where are you calling from?
Alex, I'm calling from Indianapolis.
What's up, Alex? You've called my show before.
Yeah, I'm the truck driver.
Welcome, man. You trucking right now?
Yeah, I just woke up and I saw you were live, so it's been difficult to catch the show because the times are so all over the place. I know.
So, we'll be hopefully doing a more regular Nick streaming, but thanks for calling. Go ahead.
Yeah, no, I was just I see that you guys were talking about Germans in South America or something like that.
Yeah.
Maybe I missed. Maybe it's a good time to share my my story about the UFO, because I saw one in South America.
Oh, okay.
Actually.
Well, speak freely. Go ahead. Sounds kind of interesting.
Well, you know how they say they went down there and
who did?
I don't know. I watched the Nazis.
Okay,
after
I've heard
World
of this.
War II.
Yes,
I do believe that.
Well.
I believe that I definitely believe. And they say that supposedly they set up bases in Antarctica and stuff like that.
Now, is this on the Nazis going to South America? Is this a known thing, or is this just kind of theorized? Because I'm just not up on it. I just don't know the history on that. I know that they were brought to America, but they also went to South America. That's not just something I heard.
No, that's 100% real stuff. You know, like
Nice.
a lot of them.
Thank you.
There's like a really good story that you can. I'm gonna try to find it and send it to you. But there's like a town in Argentina where they went there and they set up the town to look just like Germany and stuff like that.
They made the town look like Germany.
Yeah.
And this is okay. Yeah. I got you because they're Germans. That's kind of fascinating. I didn't know this. So yeah, people in chat saying it's a known thing. Yeah. I only ask because something. You know how history is. We assume things or whatever. So that's cool.
Yeah, no, I'm fascinated with history too. You know, I like to read a lot of the stuff. And,
thanks, Emperor of Cats. Emperor of Cats confirming it's not just some myth. He understood what I was getting at. So yeah, go ahead.
No, but anyway, I wanted to, they said, now this is not confirmed at all. This is like a lot of the, in the conspiracy realm.
Okay.
But they said like the Nazis actually developed or they were developing like, UFO type of machinery.
Mm-hmm.
And they actually built some prototypes. You can see the pictures online and stuff like that.
Of Germans building UFOs.
Yeah.
Fascinating. Because I know that I know that like a lot of German innovation, technological and medical innovations came from. Am I wrong about? Came from like.
No, you're right. Yeah.
Like the Nazis and all that.
Yeah, I mean, if you look at this guy, the head of NASA, the first guy, Werner von Braun.
Okay.
That guy was like a straight up Nazi, and they just like, made him like the head of NASA.
Oh my God, that's what that name. That's where I know that name from. Werner von Braun.
Yeah.
That's right.
He was like, yeah, they just like made him the big boss of NASA and stuff like that.
That is amazing when you really think about it.
Yeah. And,
now, why did they do that? Do you know? This is out of ignorance that I'm asking. I will do a deep dive, but do you know why?
Well, I mean, I don't know how. I don't know how crazy and deep. It might sound
deep.
Crazy and stuff like that.
No, go ahead. Speak for that. It's your opinion.
No, they said like there was the Nazis supposedly actually. They said like the Nazis might have won the actual World War. And
that they actually won.
Yeah, and they just like dissolved. Like on paper, but they actually, they went to Russia, they went to USA, everywhere, and they held like high positions. If you look at the UN, one of the guys that became the head of the UN, he was like a Nazi guy too, like right after World War II.
True, like it's interesting.
Yeah, and you can look it up. It's not like crazy talk or anything.
No.
I thought it was crazy talk too.
Hake just super chat. I'm sorry to interrupt you, but Hake just super chatted saying Evita was a Nazi sympathizer. She was the husband of an Argentinian official. No, Evita, maybe president or something.
Yeah. All of them. It was like
Evita Perón. Evita Perón. Oui, chingón Perón. Okay, I'm sorry to keep interrupting. Go ahead.
No, so that's what that's like real stuff that you can look it up and but now the UFO thing, that might be a little bit too crazy because there's no like real proof of that,
Okay.
But I saw one in South America actually. I was like on vacation one time and I saw like something in the ocean. I was just staring at the ocean. I was there with some people.
Back to sorry to interrupt. So back to that. So you were vacationing in Argentina, you said?
Uruguay.
Uruguay. Gotcha. You were in the water.
Yeah, and I was just happened to be looking, like towards the ocean.
Yes.
At nighttime, and then I just like I don't know, man, but I just saw this like big light come out of the water.
Okay.
And like it went into like this like I saw like a black hole open up, to be honest with you. That's what it looked like.
A black hole opened up in the water. Go ahead.
Opens up above the water.
Okay.
And I see this like UFO thing come out of the water and just like it goes into the black hole and like it disappears, And it happened like in 2 seconds.
Wow.
So when I was like, I was with some people and I was like, did anybody see that? And when they turned around, like nobody saw anything, because it happened like super fast. And I wasn't like on anything, I wasn't like even drinking or anything.
Okay, so you're
So
stone sober.
it happened so fast, and it's like it happened a while, like many years ago.
Yes.
So, but it's like those type of images that
stick with you.
they're very like still in your head,
That's kind of amazing to think about, man. I mean, I've had people tell me recently stories they've seen, and I used to be like a huge kind of like skeptic, and I mean, I'm not saying I am or not. I'm not saying, I don't mean anything. We've seen these reports. We're talking about Fox, mainstream reports about, the government, basically, the White House releasing documents on UFOs and video and all that.
I believe they know exactly what's going on, but obviously they're just like, they can't just come out and say like all this stuff because people will go crazy.
Yeah. I hear you. Yeah, well, it could just, as far as I'm concerned, it could be like, advanced technology, but that's an interesting story. I was going to say, you're making me think of, and I try not to think of this moment, and I'm not saying this happened to you, but this was probably the only time I ever felt crazy, like actually crazy. I was in the shower and I was squeezing some shampoo onto my hand, right? I saw the shampoo fall into my hand. I felt it and everything. I saw it, and I went up and I took my hand up and I put it over my head, and I lathered, and there was no shampoo. There was never any shampoo.
Nah.
There was no bubbles. There was nothing.
I would run out of the shower.
And so I just tell myself that nothing happened. I just try not to think about that.
Yeah, no, I haven't experienced that. That sounds like some like crazy stuff too.
A little crazier than UFOs, maybe.
I mean, I don't know anything because when I tell that, I'm very open to those type of things. So when I meet people and whatever, I just tell them like my stories, and I don't care if people judge me or whatever. But because for me, it's like I never like to like lie, or especially that type of stuff. That stuff is just crazy when you see it.
Yeah.
It just blows your mind. And maybe it was like a missile test or whatever, but I don't think it was.
Interesting, man. So are you? Well, I guess you. What is it in your mind? Have you made any conclusion? What is your explanation?
I think I there's a lot of people that now this I research a lot of the UFO topic a lot now because after you see stuff like that, it just makes you question and wonder more and like look for more information and stuff. And I've seen some stuff where they said like there's like underwater bases, and those UFOs can go like in the water and stuff like that. And I can completely believe that because it makes sense, if you wanted to have something, away from people or do whatever, like, do it where like nobody can get to, because humans can like, fly and drive everywhere and whatever, but, not many can go like underwater, like really deep and,
Fascinating, man. I'm gonna have to move the wheels here since I can't really comment. It's a personal story of yours, and it's quite interesting.
Yeah, no, I get it. It's fine. It's like it's insane, But
yeah, man. Right on, man. Hey, Alex.
Yeah,
appreciate your call. Seriously, call me again sometime.
Good job, man. Definitely gonna rewind it and watch it back again.
Thank you, man. Thank you.
Right now.
Right on.
All right,
take care. Good stuff there. Thank you for that. Call me 760-515-3855. We're getting real close to landing, y'all. It looks like I'm going to have to take a little break. Make sure everything's set because we got to land there, okay? We got to land there. If you call in, I'll take your calls, even if we land. If whatever, okay? Do I have any more show? We got funny stuff and show, but we'll see. We'll see. We got something to handle right now. So bear with me. You know what time it is. Thanks again. Be right back. Oh yeah, we coming in. Enjoying Nick stream? Drop a like. Do me that solid. Hope you've enjoyed the show so far. Coming in for that landing. Gotta love it. We'll do this one together, y'all. Pretty much set. Landing gear down, flaps are up, and the speed's looking amazing. In fact, we gotta turn off autopilot, everything. Bingo. Throttle down. All the way down. This is a smooth. Oh yeah, baby. Here we go. All the way in, babe. Let's go. Drop that like. Hope you're enjoying Nick's stream. We're getting better. We're doing our thing. Pull up, pull up, pull up, pull up. Big brakes coming in. Ooh. Smooth. We don't have lights on. We don't have our taxi lights on. That's illegal, what we just did. And taxi lights on. That is a huge offense. In fact, we are going to jail now because we landed with no lights. Nice. But before jail, we gotta say what's up to Nick's stream. Hey, yes, Gunner. Great Bowls of Fire. Stick it. Teresa, welcome, welcome. This world is not real, Anna. Right on, chill show. Thank you, JS. Nice. Oh, I'm sorry. Was someone trying to call? Oh, no, that's not true. Wiki, wiki, wiki. Joel's dance battle music. Hey, that was sick. Okay, we landed. Hey, look. That was Nick's stream, y'all. I'm so grateful. We do our thing here. We have fun. This time around, you guys let me ramble and go on with the show that I had planned for y'all. So thank you. I had plenty to just talk about and do. I love the calls. I love the VR. We'll do more. We landed, Lolo. We're in Cincinnati, Ohio. Wait. Where are we? Where are we? Yeah. Cincinnati. Northern Kentucky International. Cincinnati, Northern Kentucky International Airport in Kentucky. Very cool. So like I said, we landed. It's the Nick stream. I had fun. I hope you all did as well. Enjoy the rest of your Friday. Let's just take off. Enjoy the rest of your Friday. Enjoy your weekend. You gotta see us for church on Sunday as we do. Thanks, Pure Aussie Gold. Like I said, it was a show where I got to just do my topics. Thank you. That was Nick's stream. Hey, we appreciate your hey, you have so many options, so many ways to fly, but we appreciate your continued patronage here on Nick's stream. Thanks, and have a good night.